Welcome back to the channel. Now, Loop News published an article confirming that law enforcement stated that Kerrick and Kenisha Moody were last seen leaving a cook shop in Grange Hill, even though their mode of dress was unknown. People are asking the question, where is the vehicle location? What was the description of the vehicle? Some have also speculated that if them leave a cook shop at the early hours of the morning, it sounds like they made up on the road the previous night. Sound like they made out upon an outing. How come none of their friends have stepped forward to say, well, they made a party with them, and this is what them did happen. This is the car what them did inner. Were the Moody siblings out with individuals who plotted to take their lives unbeknownst to them? It is alleged that the Moody siblings thief the boss money. It sounds like they were part of a clique, a syndicate of individuals involved in lottery scamming. These individuals often party together and go together. Did the Moody siblings leave that cooking establishment and then meet with the same individuals who would later take their lives? Or were those individuals with the Moody siblings at this cook shop? Some find it quite strange how their last location can be known, but not their mode of dress. Nobody don't know what they did inner. And that's why law enforcement said initially when they see the video, they were unable to, from the video, confirm that it was the Moody siblings. But how come nobody don't know what kind of vehicle them drive? Even though some say individuals involved in that lifestyle change vehicles frequently. Now, as law enforcement investigates this high-profile case, they're also investigating another high-profile case, that of the death of Miss Silvera. Now, they said that her husband was brought in for questioning and his firearm was taken by law enforcement. Of course, they're going to do forensics, because now the theory is Miss Silvera died by gunshots, with some saying it took place in her sleep, and maybe that is where the confusion took place. But criminals taking the life and cleaning up the crime scene, sound typical. That sound like something out of a movie. And we are talking about criminals who clean up the crime scene enough that they initially thought that Miss Silvera died in her sleep. I'm not going to hear what I contain the reason. Look and listen.
Mr. Silvera was interrogated by police personnel from the JCF's Major Investigation Division, MID, for several hours on Friday evening. He was questioned into the wee hours of Saturday morning. His gun has been seized for ballistics testing. It was initially reported a few weeks ago that Mrs. Silvera died in her sleep from natural causes. However, Nationwide News disclosed on Friday that a post-mortem report revealed 3 gunshot entry wounds on her body and turned up bullet fragments. The police believe that Melissa was gunned down while she slept at the couple's home in Stony Hill, St. Andrew on November 10. A team of police personnel visited the house on the weekend and conducted forensic tests. However, Nationwide News understands that subsequent to the death of Mrs. Silvera, significant renovations were carried out on sections of the home. Tiles were reportedly replaced, and the bed in which Mrs. Silvera is believed to have spent her final moments was removed from the property, which has also been repainted. Mrs. Silvera died, leaving behind 3 young children. Mr. Silvera has hired one of the country's leading criminal defense attorneys, King's Counsel Peter Champagny, as the police intensify their investigation into his wife's murder. In a brief statement on Saturday, Casey Champagny told Nationwide News that he see no evidence to suggest at this time that his client is being treated as a suspect. Julian Silvera is reportedly denying wrongdoing. The death of Mrs. Silvera, who's the daughter of a well-known PMP activist, and the subsequent murder investigation are sending ripples through sections of the opposition PMP. Silvera has been active on the campaign trail in recent times with PMP President Mark Golding and is considered a key party operative.
Welcome back to it Nationwide at 5. Well, just some news to update you on. The recall in November, in fact, there was a story posted on November 11 that Melissa Silvera, the wife of the former Member of Parliament for Western St. Mary, Jolyon Silvera, that she died in her sleep. Died in her sleep. That's what the original story said. Well, we're getting some information, and I've been on my phone working this story all during the call-in section. We've been told that this situation has taken a turn, and that the autopsy on the body of Miss Silvera has revealed that she died from gunshot wounds. The autopsy reveals that she died from gunshot wounds, is what we've been reliably informed is the case. There is other information around that I will not share at this time. But all I'll say is watch this space. There is a lot more that I've been told preliminarily. I haven't been able to confirm any of that yet. I must do so given the seriousness of the situation. But I can share that the information is that what was reported as just dying in her sleep, that the autopsy has said no, she died from gunshot wounds. I've been told how many, I won't say how many gunshot wounds, but what a thing is all I'll say.
I'm sure there will be further developments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's all I am comfortable enough saying.
We see why attorneys representing Mr. Silvera is saying that them no want the media speculate upon what take place. The Silveras have children who are at the age where they have access to the media. Schools are on summer breaks now, so maybe them off the island now to see the news that may take place on the Jamaican island right now. They even know if them reside on the Jamaican island, any at all. But just the fact that the media might start to speculate, seeing that the husband's gun was taken into custody by law enforcement, him himself was questioned. And of course, they have to do this, rule out suspects. Law enforcement is viewing this as a blunder. And if they view it as a blunder on their part, but the fact that someone died from gunshot wounds, we're talking about a high-profile case. Her husband was a high-ranking member of a Jamaican political party. There's only the ruling too. So with that being said, we are talking about high-level individuals, quote-unquote bigwigs. So the fact that his wife died and them they think a natural cause, like she just sleep with, but it was actually from gunshot wounds. Him supposed to be outraged too. That means someone take the life of his wife and almost get away with it. Same for him youth them. The fact that them things say them mother drop out from natural causes to now hear and say her life was taken. Him had already aggrieved. Now if he take this turn with a criminal investigation taking place. So our attorneys are asked for the media just allow law enforcement for just do them work, which law enforcement seems to be doing. Some people say it was a cover-up. Well, the cover-up never worked. Because if the cover-up took place when the initial report was written, that she died in her sleep, now that this come out, it's either some people get paid and some people never get paid. Or this was just some type of mistake. But some sources have said to members of the media that the crime scene was cleaned up. And that's how the mistake was made. So you tell me the criminals had enough time to do all of that? That even the people that must show up for pronounce her dead. Never seen no blood splatter, nothing. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, pass through, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course, put it on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you. Now, until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours is, of course, if you want to live, love, and prosper, and if you want to stay tuned until the reason again.